and for more offices than do the citizens of any other democracy. We do that by getting to vote on who gets to run for office in what are called primaries. And then we get to vote again a few months later in the general election. There are three major elements of how we vote. There are partisanship, what we call party identification, candidate appeal, and issues. All three are important, but the most important is partisanship. It's a standing orientation or identification with a party. It's like a brand label preference. When you're buying toothpaste, you tend not to debate it a long time. You have a preference and you put it in the cart. Same thing's true with parties. The second element, candidate appeal, is something that we evaluate in each election in a new way as the candidates emerge, and we assess the positives and the negatives of each candidate. So in the course of the campaign, we come to understand and appreciate the good parts and the bad parts of virtually every candidate. And the third element is issues and their positions of candidates or the parties on the issues. For issues to be important, we have to know about the issue and we have to care about the issue. And of course, one problem is there are lots of issues. And so politicians have positions on those issues that we may agree with 80% of the time, but disagree with 20% of the time. So it depends on which issue or issues matter most to us, how important issues will actually be in our votes. There's wide variance in the level of the information of the American public, and one can become rather jaded and cynical if you look at sort of a civics quiz kind of test of how knowledgeable people are. But a different way to assess the informedness of the public is to look at the way we make decisions all the time in lots of other ways. We use cues or shorthand devices to make decisions on many important matters. So reference groups become important to us. Who's for or against that may help us understand what our position is. We don't have to do all of the research ourselves if we know that an endorsement from somebody we trust is there. In terms of the individuals who vote, the two most important predictors of who votes are age and education. And if you had to choose only two variables, those are the ones you'd want to take. And it's important to think about why those are important. Younger people are more mobile and they're not typically as committed to participation, and you could help change that. And older people tend to be more established and they tend to have a set of benefits, things like Social Security, that they care a lot about. As a result, politicians pay more attention to older people than to younger people. Education is important because it gives people the confidence you need to figure out where to vote, when to vote, and a bit about who to vote for. So in our system where we vote more often and for more different kinds of offices, those factors are important and explain why we have such varying levels of participation.